Welcome back, League Mates and listeners. We are your co-hosts, Dane and AJ. This is episode 10 of the Pigskin Pals podcast, the Week 5 Dynasty pod. I had a super successful week of fantasy, and I'm super excited to talk about it. So let's get stuck into it.
Let's do it.
So AJ, what was that noise that you made when I brought up successful fantasy weeks during the intro?
Yeah, well, you, my friend, had a great fantasy week, it seems. I know, at least in our leagues, you 2-0, right? 2-0?
2-0. I think I was overall like 5-1 or something like that.
I think across my leagues, I was 2-7, 2-5. I'm not in that many leagues. 2-5 probably, I think is what it was. So 0-2 in our two leagues, the ones that really matter. I really did not have a great week, but tell me about yours. Give me some life.
My teams performed just enough. I didn't really have any barn burner scores or anything. I beat Ryan because he put up 55 against me.
Yeah, you didn't even have a good week. Just a brutal week from both of you. And you.
It was just luck, and I'm really scared because I don't know about you, but I am very superstitional just with like watching the Packers, even fantasy. Do you get like that? Like it's coming down, it's Monday night, and you're just watching your guys play, and you're doing something. You're like, oh shit, I should not have done that, or I have to continue doing this. Do you get superstitional?
Yeah, I think I more so do it if things are going so bad, nothing's working. I get up and move somewhere else. I put a different hat on. I do something stupid like that. That's more so what I do. I don't like keep doing the same thing, but if things are going poorly, I'm switching something up.
Get that mojo different.
Exactly,
yeah,
exactly.
I'm also like that too. I yell at like my family a lot when they're doing something during the Packers. That's like, but the only thing that I did different last week and won and had so much success was run a marathon. I don't want to be doing that every
You gotta
weekend.
do one every week, dude. Your marathon every week.
Go out, casual 26 miles. All right. When I was doing it, I'm like, you know what? I'm doing a lot of pain and suffering right now.
Yeah.
I wonder what's happening in my fantasy leagues.
I hope I'm winning right now.
Sure enough, they pulled through for me and gave me some support.
I love that.
But I don't know if I think
you gotta do it every weekend. I think that's just the facts at this point. Like if you go 0-2 this week, the next week, then you gotta go run a marathon.
I will.
Quick. Yeah.
I will. Besides all of that drama, we had some interesting transactions this week. There was one that just went through yesterday, right?
Are you talking trade?
Yeah, Mixon. Mixon got moved.
Yep. Let me pull that up.
So from Austin's team.
I didn't think his team's all that terrible. His QB situation's a little lacking, but he had Mixon, he had Henry, he had Josh Jacobs. He's got guys that score. He's got a chance. He has Justin Herbert.
Debo.
Ritter's. I think he had a chance to win it, but he kind of did to pull the early trigger and kind of say, I want a low pick. I want to not score points so that I can secure that low pick, and that's kind of what he's doing. And he's getting the first while he's doing it.
Yeah. So basically the trade was Austin sent Joe Mixon and a 2024 second round pick to Cap Sam, our Dynasty darling, who's making some moves to get back to that darling spot, for a 2026 first round pick. So in 2 years, and then a third round pick in 2025. I guess I didn't really fully realize it was a 2026 first.
That's what I'm saying. That's like not even a first.
No, because Sam could probably flip him next year for like easily a 2025 second.
When I first saw it, I thought at least get a 25 first. Like you need to get 25 first. That's why you can't go 26. Austin's big on 26 because he thinks Archie Manning's gonna be like the GOAT, and I think that's when Archie Manning can come out, and he really wants to stack on 26 picks. But like just in like a real sense, 2025 would have been the latest I would have went.
You know, he's trying to get another first round pick for his other running
Derrick
back,
Henry.
Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
Maybe because apparently he can get a 2025 first round pick for Henry. And I'm like, you're smoking crack.
Who said that? He said that?
He said he could get a first from you, but he didn't want to take it.
No. So basically,
true?
No. So basically, what happened was I said something along the lines of, so like, are you just looking for picks for Henry, or like, would you take like a younger player, something like that? And he basically said, I'm looking for a first, not yours though. And then I said, okay, I mean, first of all, would you think you're getting like a super low first? Because there's a lot of people that can like certainly beat me in the playoffs. And he didn't respond for a while. And then he's like, so would you send me a first? I said, no, I was just curious what you were looking for. And then he never responded. So I just don't know what he's looking for. There's no way anyone with like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, top 5, even the top 6 pick is going to send something send a first for Derrick Henry. It just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. No,
I will.
He sent me an offer for Henry, which was like a 2025 first and a 2026 second for Henry and a bunch of poop. I'm like, I'll give you a second for Henry.
Yeah, for real. I will say, going back to Sam's, this might be a bad trade for me. It might have been a bad trade for me, but I had sent Sam a trade, and apparently he used it to sweeten the deal to get this trade from Austin. I don't know how that was a sweeten of the deal, but basically I was going to send Aaron Jones, Jacoby Myers, and my first from this year for Chris Olave and Latavius Murray. And he said he would have taken it if Austin didn't send him that one. So I don't know. I don't know if I got saved because those guys, the Aaron Jones and Jacoby, are probably going to have good output, and then I keep my first. But Olave is Olave. I got a lot of faith in Olave. I would have been okay. I would have been okay.
Yeah, you won Olave.
Yeah,
I think that would have been a massive for you.
That's what I'm saying. But he said, he took Austin's deal. I said, God. He said, I would have taken yours if Austin didn't send me his. So pretty brutal. I was pretty sad about that, but who knows? Maybe Jacoby and Aaron Jones will score like a shit ton of points this year and it'll be fine.
Nah.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I would have done that in a heartbeat because I think this is realistically Jones' last good year of fantasy.
One of, if not
Jacoby's just going to be like an average Joe.
He's been good though, to be fair, these first couple of weeks. He's been getting pounded with targets along with Vontae. I don't know. I think he could be pretty good, personally. So that's why I'm like, and he's still pretty young. 26 is pretty young. So
I think he's going to be in like Gabriel Davis level.
He's a good depth piece, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he's probably not gonna be anything special. So I think getting Olave for him, for those two, and probably in theory a later round first pick probably would have been pretty good. Let's just want to go on to the matchups then.
No, we'll do a little pigskin playback of the previous week. We just touched on some trades. We mentioned AJ had a monster pick'em week.
Yeah, absolutely monstrous.
Mine not so good.
Yeah, so if you guys recall from last episode, our pick'ems for last week, for the first time ever, we were basically completely different. I believe we had, let me take a look, one that was the same, which was me over Ben, which did not go very well. And then other than that, we were completely different. And I went 4-2 and Dane went 1-5. So that went pretty well for me. Just widening my lead right now in overall, for sure.
Yeah, not a good week by me. It was close. If Riley would have won, he just needed like Tyler Lockett to outscore Matt Breida by like 6 points or something like that. Diggs just went off for Sam, so I couldn't get that one right. I mean, there was another Peter and Jake were close. They were off by 5 points.
I was nervous about that one. I thought you were gonna deal that one for me.
Yeah, I thought I had Riley's locked up right away because of Monty on Thursday night. I was like, oh yeah, I'm sitting pretty because he had 30 points.
Mr. Joe Burrow stinks.
I know.
Musgrave got hurt, and then Evans and Stevenson both had stinkers, so yeah, that didn't end up.
And then did we both bet against me? The one that
Yeah, that's the one that you won, was you bet on yourself, and I bet against you. But hey, you know what? Always bet on yourself when you run a marathon. Now you know.
Yeah.
And now I know, I guess. If you're running a marathon, I'm betting on you.
I guess we got to find out if I'm betting on myself again. So Let's hop right over to the week 5 pick'em for our Dynasty leagues. Starting off hot and spicy with me versus Ben.
The imposter.
Let me say off the bat, this Dynasty week was pretty tough for me to choose. I put a question mark next to
I agree, actually.
one.
I agree.
I was just like, really
I don't know. Yeah.
know.
I feel the same way.
Starting off with Ben, You said he's an imposter. He labeled himself as an imposter with
He
with
did.
a nice name of Among Us,
Yeah, yeah.
or yeah, however you pronounce it.
Amogus.
Like as long as it's not, I hardly know her.
Yes, then we're in the clear. It's a good
Pretty
name.
good.
Yeah.
I'm going with myself this
I love
week.
it. You gotta pick yourself.
Don't know why.
Yeah. I will say I don't know why either.
I think Rice can have a big
Oh man, your
game this
team
week.
is just brutal.
It's a mess, but
With no first round pick.
we're gonna figure it out. I got 2 first-round picks in the
Okay.
following.
What? That doesn't matter. I'm going with Ben. If you couldn't tell by the way I was speaking about your team. This the issue, Dane. You either gotta make some trades to get this team going, or you are done. Because then you're giving Parker some. Well, you can make trades. You're just the worst trader of all time because you never want to get rid of your guys because you're emotionally attached.
Well, I'm just what? Okay, what am I selling Najee for? A 2nd-round pick?
Oh, so you're going that way. You're gonna go tank. You're
Pick's
gonna go
not
tank.
gonna do me anything. Okay, I sell Najee and a first for what?
I don't know, dude. I haven't looked at trade things for your team. I don't know, man.
Like I don't.
No one wants
I
Najee, to be
can't-
fair. No one
Probably
wants
can't get Brees for that.
You certainly can't get Brees for that. But yeah, okay, maybe it's probably hard, but I feel like you just have to make some sort of got to take some action because you're not winning any games with this team, not many at least, and you don't have your own pick, so it's not like you're playing for something. You're just gonna end up giving Parker the 101.
You know what? It's just for fun.
That's true. That's true.
I like my team.
All right.
I like,
Yeah,
but I don't love them.
exactly. You got to get some guys that you love. Like keep Ayuk. You obviously like Ayuk, right?
Still riding with them. I'm fine with. I'm fine. I need to sell Godwin this year.
Yeah. You got some pieces. You got some pieces, but you got to make some moves. That's all I'm gonna say. Let's move on, or I could talk about that for forever. Let's move on to my game. I was confident last week. I'm confident again. I'm playing Ryan. This guy does not score a lot of points. Kenny Pickett, maybe he doesn't play. Who knows? That would be great. He wouldn't have a quarterback then. So I kind of hope Kenny Pickett is out. But with that being said, he doesn't have a second quarterback this week, and he's starting Jameson Williams, who I don't think will be all that great this week. And T. Higgins might not play, so I feel all right about my chances.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure why I put a question mark next to this one. This looks like the only
wash.
landslide.
A wash, yeah.
So I'm going with you, but I had
Love
a
it.
question of how does it feel to be 2-2? I feel like
I have like third most points for. I'm not too worried. My team will win games when it needs to. That's kind of what happens. All that matters is making the playoffs. If you can get a bye, great. But if you make the playoffs, anything can happen. I got my team scoring for the most part, and I'm confident. Like there's no one on my team where I'm like, like I don't really feel great about them. Like I love my starting lineup. I like Jacoby Myers as my depth wide receiver. I like Javonte as my depth running back if he's ever actually going to play football, and I like Josh Palmer. So I got pieces I can play with if people get hurt, and I'm going to score points.
like Mooney.
He's actually done all right, but the Bears kind of suck is the issue. Like he's a fine buy. If I needed him, if I really, really needed him at a bye week, I wouldn't feel terrible rolling him out there. I'm sure he'll get like 6-7 points. And that's all you're really looking for if you're in deep shit is like 6-7 points. I think he'd get that. But I'm also looking for him to get traded if I'm being honest. So let's go to Parker versus Luke. This is the most interesting game of the week to me, honestly. I think this game could be close.
Nailed better.
Because Eckler's on bye, yeah. So he's got Ty Chandler rocking at his RB1. Well, I mean, David Pierce is RB1, but in the RB1 slot is Ty Chandler. I think Brees Hall has a great week. The Devin Achane and Raheem Mostert fucking duo is sick. Just sick. And I think B-Rob probably has a great game against Chicago. If he could just get someone else in his wide receiver slot, I mean, then he's chilling. I got Parker this week, honestly.
Yeah, also, I don't think you mentioned, but Parker is Elijah Moore in at wide receiver too.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
He's got to fill in that wide receiver slot. Juju, baby.
Yeah, I was just surprised to see that Luke has no one on his bench to fill in
He has no depth.
for like 4 points at least as your RB2.
Yeah, he has no running back. Did you not see his message in the chat this week? I need running back, basically, is what it was. He said he was excited about Keaton Mitchell coming off IR because he needs a running back too.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
But it's just like surprising how lopsided some teams are in Dynasty, where like Jake has like 6 starting running backs,
Yeah.
and then there's some teams where Luke, where he has 1 running back.
Yeah.
We're gonna get a little different. I'm gonna go with Luke.
I don't hate it. I think this will be close, so I like that.
Luke.
I don't like either team this week. I think it's a fucking coin flip.
There's just no one that excites me
No.
on either team besides Dolphins running backs on Parker's team, which they can't have a boom week every single week.
One of them I think might have a boom week every week, and the other one probably will just have like 4 points. So he's playing both. He's getting a boom week is basically the thought process there, and I don't hate it, especially with the way his team looks.
And I'm just expecting Stroud to come down this week. Maybe.
Really, I'm expecting him to maybe not have like a crazy game, but I think he'll be solid no matter what. 250 yards, 2 touchdown type games almost every week.
It's just tough against Atlanta because they slow the game down so
That's true.
much.
That's very true. I was thinking about that because I'm playing Stroud in another league. Let's move on. Let's go to Austin versus Ethan. You can start us off here.
Not a question mark on this one. I went with Ethan over Austin. It's Ethan's sitting at 1-3. Austin's sitting at 2-2. I felt pretty confident about this just because I liked Chase. We got Andrews. He's got Marquise Brown and Gabe Davis in the.
Yeah, his flex is really nice.
Seems pretty spicy. And then Austin, unfortunately, just doesn't have a second quarterback to play. So he's got
no Herbert this week is tough.
Flex.
Yeah,
and his only quarterback is Desmond Ridder. So that's leaning Ethan.
I will say the issue with Austin's team is that he has to rely on, for the most part, 3 Falcons almost every week in Algier, Ridder, and London, and that's never really going to excite me. I'm also going Ethan as well.
Yeah, just wait till they get Caleb.
True. And he might get that. He might get that 101. So who knows?
You know who's actually getting Caleb Williams?
Who?
I was gonna say Broncos, but didn't they trade their first-round pick for Peyton?
I don't think it was a first-round pick. Maybe it was, but I don't know. I don't think so.
I hope that's where he lands.
That'd be cool. I'd like that.
I'm just scared he's gonna go to the Bears or the Vikings.
Oh, the Bears is totally where he's gonna go. Is the issue? They have the top 2 picks right now in the draft. So fun fact.
It's not what
Marvin Harrison plus Caleb Williams to the Bears. Let's move on. Riley and Jake. Jake's team's pretty good, I will say. I like his team. Riley's John Dotson's been kind of underwhelming. Cooper Kupp's just coming off the IR. He's no Keenan Allen this week. No Mike. Wait, is it no Mike Evans? Yeah, no Mike Evans. I'm leaning Jake here. He's just solid across his entire team. There's no glaring weakness, I'd say, when I look at his lineup this week.
I also went with Jake. One thing that I just thought of too when you mentioned Kupp coming off IR and he's able to play, I went back and looked at Sam's team in the redraft.
Oh my God, brother.
Why?
I think Sam's team is going to be pretty nice in that league, personally.
Well, yeah, but doesn't he have Cooper Kupp still?
Oh, I see. Yeah, I guess I see what you're saying. I didn't think about it like that. I figured he just had him in.
No, he doesn't.
He's playing Sky Moore. Wait. Oh, he doesn't have Cooper Kupp. Wait. Oh, maybe I can't see. I can't see his IR.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
We should probably
go team specifically.
Maybe we should tell him that he's got a good player in his IR. But
I mean, we both picked him, so
we definitely should then.
If he listens to this, he'll get the message.
I don't know if it'll be in time. Will we have it out in time? Hopefully.
It depends on him, honestly.
That's actually very true. That's very true. That's a good point. All right. Well, seems like we both took Jake. Until Burrow starts. The thing that was really holding Riley's team together, I think, for the first 2 years was Josh Allen and Joe Burrow just being nuts. And if one of them is not playing well, I think it'll be tougher for him to win a lot of games. And the last matchup of the episode and of the week, Sam versus Peter. What you got?
I got Peter over Sam. I love the Mahomes play this week. And then Swift and Bijan.
Yeah.
These are 2 Titans facing each other.
It's true.
3-1.
I mean, just
High scoring projections.
Just look at Sam's team, man. I am a fan, and I am gonna stay a fan. I'm going with Sam.
I'm drilling over Peter's team this week.
I know. We're both drilling over the two different sides here. Wait, I guess I'd probably say two of the top three teams, if I had to guess. Probably up there at least. Oh, the A-Rich coming out as well from Peter this week. He's not playing Tua either. He's playing A-Rich over Tua. See, come on. I got the thought process. Let's go, baby. I love that Josh Reynolds is still sitting in Sam's flex, though. That shit makes me laugh. He just is one guy short of having a nuts team.
And they have the Waddle versus Hill.
I mean, I know I'm jinxing it here, but Waddle has not done anything this year, and Tyreek has been the guy. We'll see if that continues, but I like it. Ending it on a difference here. I got Sam, you got Peter.
I thought Waddle scored a touchdown week 1.
I can take a look.
He didn't.
Nope.
But
he's got 9, 10, out 6. Like nothing Waddle-esque. Waddle was normally a guy that you're gonna like. I'm gonna get 20 points when he scores. You know, not a consistent 9
either though.
Yeah, probably not. And I feel like they've been running just a lot, probably wasting a lot of clock that way too.
It did. I'm going to head out, start my marathon now so I can get some good
luck. Oh, yeah, baby.
And we'll keep you guys updated when we come back for the Week 6 podcast. We'll catch you up and see where we were with our pick'ems, if we hit or not. So stay tuned and see you next week.
See you later.